Hey there, fellas. Right, so we're not going to be taking any breaks with this one. In regards to restoring it, we've got the thing on a lift. We'll get it in the air, slap on some new links, put the engine back in, and we might actually be out driving in no time after restoring the car, which was in a small fire that destroyed the entire thing. Okay, let's go ahead and fix it and head out for a ride. Let's do this. Right, guys, let's examine the underbody. You know what? This does seem like a case of... It's not so much a video of how to fix fire damage, more like how to completely reassemble a car. There are absolutely no survivors down here. As you might imagine, everything made from rubber, quite obviously missing. Even the coupler on the prop shaft is gone. Literally everything perished in the fire. Let's start by examining the front end. So what are we looking at? Well, naturally all of the links, all of the plastic bits were completely torched. The rubber, of course. You can see what sort of condition the suspension arms are in. The bushings are no more. As for the tubes, what was this anyway? A fuel line, I guess. Whatever. Doesn't look that badly burned. But if it is, we'll just get a new one. No problem. The cables are gone. Nice. That was the speedometer cable. Here we have the handbrake cables, which were also destroyed. Just look at these links. This one's literally all over the place. Like I told you, the springs have collapsed. This is what they look like. If I were to compress it, I might be able to stretch it back out even. So now we've got a set of tiny springs. They no longer work, obviously. Slamtastic. The rear shocks are also screwed. They melted away and exploded. All of the bushings underneath are toast, of course. The bump stops, that brake line. The brake pressure reducer is something we'll remove, since we don't really need it here anyway. It appears that the only thing that we can reuse, then again, maybe not. It doesn't look right. Someone has broken it. It's all bent up. Screw it. So yeah, there's nothing down here that's in working condition. Like literally nothing. The panhard rod, it wasn't rattling while we were on the road. I guess we can secure some of this with electrical tape. Anyway, fellas, we're looking at refurbishing the entire suspension, like all around. There's nothing here we can reuse. We could leave the old links in there just for the hell of it, while replacing just the bushings. Or we could get new ones altogether. Right, let's get to work and see what else pops up along the way. Reviving a car after it burned down, Part 2. Translation and voiceover by BMI Russian. The temperature was obviously very high. That happens when you're burning tires, for example. They give off a ton of heat. Even the uni joints on the prop shaft are seized up. We're gonna have to do a complete rebuild here. I reckon we do this in one go, as opposed to dividing the whole process into dismantling and assembling one area, then another, and finally going for a test drive. We just need to be patient, and fingers crossed that the car will be roadworthy in no time. Okay, fellas, everything worked out better than we could have imagined. The car, after being in a pretty serious fire, we've restored it. It's fitted with a motor, the one we tested last time. The gearbox is the same one that was in the fire, albeit we did replace a seal in there. Anyway, the car works. We're looking pretty good. Though we are missing any and all wiring, we've got no lights. Where are you gonna get so many of them? So yeah, while all of this works, I suggest we go for a drive. See whether the car can keep it together. We've also got a broken pillar. In case you didn't see it. Yeah, screw it. Oh wow, right away stuff is falling on me. All right. Here we go. So many noises. All sorts of them. All of that ash is getting into my eyes. Should have worn glasses. I can hear a screeching noise. Some kind of god-awful screeching sound. Knocking, whining. It appears... What can that be? It can't be the throwout bearing. Then again, it could be anything. I'm actually afraid I might fall out. You can easily stick your feet through the hole in the floor, with no problems. You'd better not be moving, though. It's scooting along quite nicely. I'm in second gear, and it's happily moving. Feels soft enough. I was expecting the suspension to do a worse job. Maybe it's getting bent as we speak. Who knows? Everybody looks surprised. Those guys are standing there next to their garage laughing. Wouldn't be the first time we surprise them. Can you hear how the entire car is creaking? It doesn't leave anyone indifferent. That's nice to know. Now, who can we bring a bit of joy to? Get the people to smile. Oh, third gear just popped out. Okay, fellas, I just drove a car that was completely destroyed in a fire. We restored it, started the engine, rebuilt the suspension. It all works, the car drives. We're looking good. Though we did have to put quite a bit of effort into this project since, well, you saw for yourselves that many of the suspension bits, I mean, even the springs collapsed and flattened out. We had to spend about $100 to get the car to drive. I mean, sure, I'm aware that it could use a paint job, but that's a completely different story altogether. What matters is we started the motor, reassembled the suspension, and the car drives. It works, you can switch gears, it stops. Everything is good. We don't just break cars, we also restore them. That's all for now, fellas. Watch us, subscribe, send in your comments and suggestions, give us a big thumbs up. All right, catch you later.